This again reinforces the fact that though we have a constantly increasing population, and particularly since 1992 it's been going up dramatically, yet the number of dwelling starts has been just steadily falling without any positive reaction and assistance from the government, the state governments, federal governments, local councils, or indeed the banks. Soon this will become an issue. It'll be a federal election issue. They'll start doing something about it, but it'll take 2.5 years, if they start right now, to introduce dwellings in any significant number. It takes that long to put plans through council and start building and get it completed. This shows the amount of dwellings were built on the left-hand side has not increased since 1972. In fact, there's less. As a percentage of GDP, as the wealth that we're putting into houses, however, since 1972 it's increased 20%. What that tells us is that when we do build, we're building bigger and better houses. Back in 1972, an ensuite was not normal. Now, not only do we have en-suites, but we have in many homes now a media room. The houses now are much more solidly built. The houses now have to conform to much stronger and more expensive environmental standards. This is the national time to buy a property index. This is done by Westpac and the Melbourne Institute, and you can see now people surveyed believe this is the right time to buy a dwelling. In fact, it's been the most positive it's been since 2002 when this index started, apart from a burst in 2009. So this tells me the hoard are waking up. They all know it's a better investment than shares. They know they can afford it. They've got the cash in the bank. They've paid off a lot of the debt on their home, and the decision to buy property is the best one, they're saying. I agree. And coming out and buying is going to push up prices. Bananas go up in price when there's less bananas in the store. And this graphically shows that since 2001, our supply of properties have dropped dramatically, and the supply of apartments has dropped away dramatically. There are far too few bananas in the store. Prices must inevitably jump. Hence my prediction of a return to trend over the next 2 years, which is a jump in price of 37%. By then, the new stock will be coming into the market. It'll be coming into the market far more expensive, because from bricklayers to glaziers to carpet layers, everyone will be working at much higher wages than they were back in 2002. So that will be reflected in higher costs. So the new properties will burst onto the market at much higher costs. Get in now. Early bird gets the worm. Employed persons. You hear it in the media quite often about people losing their jobs. What you don't hear is that there's more jobs created than ever before. And here now, we're looking at nearly 11 million, over 11 million jobs have been created. There's over 11 million people working, and the trend is rising dramatically, as you can see, from 2009. So the great financial con, the GFC, happened in 2008, and you can see instead of the employment trending down, employment has trended up. So there are more people than ever before with pay packets, nearly 1 million more with pay packets. Against this dwindling supply, from 1980 you can see the population has gone from about 15 million up to over 22 million, 23 million I think. So the people wanting bananas has risen dramatically. The number of bananas haven't. There's less bananas than when we had the 15 million population. Great time to be buying.